Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday night. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. Since last we spoke on Tuesday, back to the regular schedule. Friday night, 6 p.m. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Pretty much without fail going forward. Thanks so much for coming in. We are doing some listing tonight. We did do a poll. Thank you very much. We had 37 responses. I really appreciate it. On the community tab, the little used, but hopefully everybody's now aware of, community tab on my channel. And away we go. We're going to see what the winning choice was. I had a feeling it might be this, and I'm thrilled with the result, to be quite honest with you, which we will get to the reason why very shortly. Hey, CJ, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in. I know CJ is ready. I know Maria's ready. No fooling around anymore, folks. No fool. I made a really cool video. I'm looking forward. I'm going to release it tomorrow for the weekend. Entertaining, hopefully, video, a little more like creativity and not just me standing there talking, a little acting, dare I say, involved, a little fun. So hopefully you'll get a kick out of it. But it's just basically a video speaking to what we discussed on Tuesday and my profound sadness at the results of sales in August and what we're going to do going forward to fix it and right the ship. What's up, Jim? How you doing? Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming in, guys. We're going to take a look. I'll show everybody the poll results in just a second. Just want to let everybody get in, say hi. I took some drastic measures, but I think it's a good thing. When did we do the show? Tuesday. Beginning on Wednesday morning. Today's Friday, right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I listed 100 print ads on Wednesday. I listed 100 print ads on Thursday. 120 today. No fooling around, folks. We're plowing through. I've been talking about how many magazines and how many print ads I have, and boy, I could get so many listings up. Well, rubber meets the road now. And so 100 a day, 120 today, and and a little more than that because we're going to list some tonight on the show, at least I think. What's up? How you doing, Davey Crockett? How you doing, Dawn? Dawn's in the 50s on her little musical escapade. What's up, Keith? How you doing? Welcome aboard, man. Yeah, it's a popular tune. Hello. Well, anyway, let's, again, like I said, not a surprise here, but let's just reveal the results of the poll. And as it clearly shows, at a ratio, 60% of you, 37 votes. Again, thank you, everybody, for voting. 37 is impressive. I was very happy with that turnout. I really appreciate it. 59% said print ads. Music was ahead early on in the counting. The first day, I think music was up on the top of the list, but print ads, my bread and butter thing, have prevailed. So we will indeed be listing print ads tonight. We'll get into the details about what magazine. I've been listing 100 a day since Wednesday morning. I started at like 5 in the morning on Wednesday. It takes some time to do 100 print ads. It's not as simple as other things that list really quickly. It's much more involved, as all of you know, for who have watched the many listing shows we've done here on the channel. And tonight's going to be another one of those. We're going to continue with the magazine that I left off with when I did the first 100 today, and we'll see how many we can do tonight. I think I have 20 or so in the cannon, but I've been a listing machine, incredibly focused. I just want to list ads, get as many as I can get up. I have almost 3,000 listed right now total, live, that are still available for sale. I suspect it's going to take a little. I got to get used to it. I have a brand new arm for the camera, so it's forward facing. You ever notice I'm always kind of on the side? I used to have a little tripod thing to my left. Now it's dead center. I think it looks better. The green screen is completely filled. So anyway, I have to get used to looking at the center of the camera. But anyway, yeah, I've been listing the print ads. I want to get everything up. I have a very aggressive goal of doing at least 100 a day every day until I'm done. So that would lead me to, I have a spreadsheet created and everything. So I would get to about 8,500 listings by month end. Let's call it October 1st. I'm at just short of 6,000 listings. I want to get to my 6,000 listing tonight. And I will, whether it's on the show or after. I'll stay up because I'm not going to leave it at 5,993. It's not going to happen. We're going to get to 6,000 tonight, and we're going to get to 10,000 by the end of October, by Halloween. And then hopefully things will just, by virtue of doing all that hard work, hopefully things will pay off, and I'll get some action on my store, which continues to be mired in a terrible slump despite the efforts of these 100 a day listings. 100 listings a day is cool and all, but it's not going to be a quick fix. I need to do this consistently for a long, extended period of time, I would imagine, right, to see the results that I hope to get. But there's only one way to go, and that's up. So away we go. Good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Happy listing. Yes, happy listing, man. Welcome to the show. Dawn is done. Hey, Biff, how you doing? Print ads rallied. Yeah, music was leading exactly early on. I mean, music's fun. I'd be happy to do a music show. Maybe we'll just do one without a vote for anybody who's interested. But the print ads, I had a feeling they might be up there. I was surprised how low the postcard thing was, but I kind of get that because the postcard listing, especially with the postcards I'm listing right now, which I'm still in the Christmas postcard world, kind of boring, quite frankly, using 6-bit. I mean, we're not doing a lot of research on them. The print ads definitely have a lot more as far as discussion, during the course of a live show. So I'm glad they won too, because that's been my mission since I closed the show Tuesday night, to be honest with you. I made the decision right after we closed out because I was depressed about how bad I've been doing. And I'm like, you know what? I got to get these. I looked over at these 617 magazines. I said, I want them all up. What am I doing here? So I thought 100 was a really aggressive goal. And I was thrilled when I met it the first day, Wednesday. And once you do it once, you know how it gets, right? I'm like, I could do that. And I was done by 5:30. And that's with, of course, cooking dinner and all the regular life things that go on during the course of a day. We have a puppy, walking the puppy, taking care of my dad, doing all that stuff. I still easily got the 100 in, before dinner time. So I could even do a lot more than that, but I just want to keep it to at least 100 a day. This involves, just so everybody knows, this involves everything. If you watch my video series where I talk about, how to, what I call process the magazine, which means physically taking it apart, taking the staples out, selecting the ads that I want to list, scanning the ads, listing the ads, all that was done from scratch. So I took a brand new magazine out on Wednesday morning at 5:30 or whatever it was with a hot cup of coffee, banged out, took out all the ads, scanned them. So that's what I've been doing. Just fresh magazines that I've never touched right off the rack. So I still get the 100 plus a day and it's from soup to nuts. So of course there's the temptation, maybe take a day and just, take out, I don't know, 1,000 ads. If I could do it a day or two, don't list anything, just take out 1,000 and then maybe spend the next 2 days listing them. But that would break my promise to myself, which was 100 a day. I want to get 100 listing every day, 100 listed every day. Day 3 right now, successful. So I have 300 and change more listings than I had when we signed off on Tuesday. I'm pumped about that. Spooky season. Yeah, I guess in a couple of weeks anyway, right? October, I guess. Hey, Mark, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show, Mark. Hope you have some fun looking at print ads. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do a music show. Love the music. Not everyone uses 6-bit and can't read what you say. Yeah, exactly. I know. I figured that would be but I wanted to throw it out there because there's a lot of postcard fans, including myself, that watch the show. So I wanted to present that as an option. But the people have spoken. 37 votes, 60%, 59% chose print ads. So that's what we will be doing. You could process a magazine in about a half an hour if it's a good one. Yeah, Biff. The magazines they're all over the board too. I went from I think the newest I've ever listed, 1970, which I think is the newest one I've listed. I might be wrong, but I don't remember ever doing any 70s. I did a 1970 magazine, and I've been down to 1924 and everything in between. So I'm mixing up. I'm just grabbing a magazine. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't care. I also pulled out a magazine I don't think I've ever listed before, which I'll just show you that if you'd like to see it. It's like Ladies Home Journal, but it's not Ladies Home Journal. We will be working with a Ladies Home Journal this evening from 1924. I think it was November. We'll check it in the listing. November of 1924, 14 by 11, Ladies Home Journal. That's what we have left. That's what's left of my folder from the last magazine I processed today. But yeah, from beginning to scratch, I don't know what the exact number is. I probably should have written down the amount of magazines. We'll call it maybe 3 or 4 magazines a day to get the 100 ads. And there's plenty left over too. There's always lots of meat on the bone, as I say. But I took out all the big full page ads, got them up. Hey, Jeff, good evening to you. Welcome aboard. Yeah, not anymore. Forget this 80% nonsense, this 20% nonsense. That ain't happening anymore. I'm done. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Let's pull up the screens, do all the stuff. Let's get rid of banners. And again, welcome aboard, everybody. Hope you're in the mood because whether you're here or not, I'm listening. Been listening for 72 hours straight, basically. Lots of print ads. All right, let's put this down here. What we'll do is pull up my giraffes. And let me just confirm, I'm pretty sure it was, not that it really matters about the month, but I think it was November. And I'm right. November 1924, Ladies Home Journal. There's your dimensions, 14 by 11. Nice, beautiful, big images. Away we go. Are you ready? A shot for courage. Here we go. First ad of the evening, Squibs Dental Cream. Let's pull up the full image so you can give a gander here. I had an ad like this in the 1931 magazine that I did previous to this, which was also Ladies Home Journal. They have this thing called the Danger Line. Basically, it means you have to protect your teeth, kids' teeth specifically. So that's the Danger Line. Got to be careful. Image of a little girl. I assume that's some kind of a clown toy or something. I know people don't like clowns, but let's not get off the tangent here. Squibs Dental Cream. Essentially, toothpaste. And you can see, interestingly, made with milk of magnesia for calcium, which is actually kind of a good idea. All right, but that's all right. Squibs Dental Cream. I've been listing at a very fast clip for 3 days straight, so this is going to be a lot slower for me, but I understand, obviously, if we're doing a show, I'm not going to just plow through and not talk. But I could get this done in a minute or less easily under normal circumstances. But let's spend some time on this one. Everybody knows the format. If you're new to the show, welcome aboard. And thanks again, everybody, seriously, for coming in. Please leave a thumbs up if you're interested in the show and you enjoy the show. I would really appreciate that. Let's get some sales tonight. Squibs. Put the product name first. You got the year, 1924. Squibs Dental Cream. Vintage print ad. We're in the vintage world. We're not quite antique. It's not 100 years yet. Health and beauty ads. Sure, that sounds fine. My personal store category, I have personal. It actually says personal, doesn't it? Personal care items. Yep, personal care products. Bam. All right, so there's our categories. Let's take care of the specifics really quickly, and I fill out every specific on print ads. So it makes it even more impressive to do 100 a day is some work. But time well spent, I think. Got to get some sales, got to get some interest. More volume you have up. It's original. This is Squib, right? SQUIBB. United States. I fill out the ones that they give us as soon as possible. Print ad, which doesn't always come up as an option for whatever reason. You have to type it in. I hate that, but 1924. There you go. Specifics done. Dimensions done. Biff, was it Stephen King who made clowns creepy? That's a great question. I don't know why clowns are creepy to anybody. You know, they're supposed to be jovial, happy creatures of the circus, you know, entertaining kids for hundreds of years. Why they're suddenly creepy, I can't tell you. I am not offended or creeped out by clowns in any way. There's a lot of people I'm freaked out and creeped out by, but not clowns. You never photo the back. Also, what if there is a good one? Hi, Vaughn. Do I ever photo the back? If there's two, like an ad on each side is what you're asking, I assume? We've talked about this, but I'll bring it up again. If it's something really appealing to me, if both of them are very appealing, if I have Coca-Cola and what's another, you know, some Cadillac from 1910, and what do? I put up, it's rare, but I've had several listings where I put buyer's choice. I scan both sides. I present both ads as an option, and the buyer gets to choose whether they'd rather have the Coca-Cola or whatever. So that's what I do if that's the case, but it doesn't happen very often. I have precious few of those, actually, buyer's choice. But I think it's just, you double your chances of getting it sold because you're going to appeal to Coca-Cola collectors. You're going to appeal to Cadillac collectors, you know, on the same ad. You've seen some doozy amateur painted clown art at auctions. It always sells. Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're interested in doing some listing tonight because that's what I'm doing. All right, let's pull up this picture again. I guess we're going to put clown. That's mandatory, right? People like to... clown is probably a good keyword nowadays. Little girl. Clown toy, maybe? Should we put clown doll? Yo, with Dawn, it was clowns. Yeah, it's probably some movie that freaked people out or whatever. Don't know. Any other words anybody can think of to describe this image and get it sold? We have the product name. It's finished print ad. It's a little girl with a clown doll. You know, the children's teeth danger. I'll tell you, just an overall observation about doing these ads for so long in these magazines. It's amazing when you... In the 20s, there's so much emphasis on children's health. Obviously, you know, pre-penicillin, a lot of polio was still a rampaging illness amongst especially the young. The emphasis seems to be on children's health Tons of ads about that, about nutrition in general. Your young boy has to grow up to be strong, give him the best chance with Quaker Oats, things like that. And it's funny, when you get to the 30s, there's a similar, especially the early 30s, Depression era. We're 5 years before the Depression here. Roaring 20s, think times are good. Early Depression era, same thing, nutrition, maximizing, trying to get the cheapest food products possible to make your money go as far as possible during the Great Depression, of course. Then by the end of the 30s, as we enter World War II, the car ads just come in obscene amounts. I mean, a whole magazine I did from the 30s, 90% of the ads are car ads. And car ads are a good thing to people like cars and people like car ads, but it's unbelievable how the advertising shifts from children's welfare, essentially in the 20s and early 30s, into cars, even into the 40s, of course, early, to mid 40s, you have the World War II stuff, still very heavy with cars and car companies and their impact. Later 40s, time is good, after the war, the boom, the baby boom, all that stuff, you get back to some more family-friendly stuff, cars, a lot more consumer electronics, television start entering the game. It's just very, very interesting. For those of you who love postcards because of the historical aspects, which I do too, print ads, very much the same thing. It's so cool to see how times change and what the emphasis is put on as far as, product placement and advertising. All right. Anybody have any other ideas? And I'm sorry, again, I have to look over to read the comments because I have my whole screen here. Clowns possessed. Oh my God. But what makes a clown creepy, Dawn, right? I just don't get it. You read into things and put killer clown if the clown is even slightly off. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put killer clown in the way things are going on eBay nowadays with them, these bots that are out there taking listings down and stuff. I don't think I need the word killer clown in my listing. It sounds like an invitation for disaster personally, but I'm trying to think of like another really good. Let's pull up the full picture again one more time. The curly hair. I was going to say something about that, but I don't know if that's the bow on her dress. You know what? Milk of magnesia. Let's throw that in. Milk of magnesia. It's going to fill it out. Milk of. I'm not going to fit magnesia, am I? Oh. We're just going to put milk of magnesia. What's up, Allie? How you doing? The Murder Who Painted Clowns. John Wayne Gacy. Those go for bucks. That's crazy. Well, we got the little clown. I think just the word clown hopefully will draw people who are psychopathic and enjoy this kind of stuff. So let's list it. Because that's what we're doing tonight. We're listing the print ads by the dozen. List. Welcome aboard, Allie. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Allie's Closet. Still doing whatnot, Allie? If you are, let everybody know. Go check out your whatnots. 24. All right. There's number one. Done. Pictures, eBay photos, print ads. I won't have to go through this whole thing again, just the first one. All right. Clown is up. Now we're in toothpaste land. So what I try to do, here's all the beautiful scans. We still have, 20 or so left. We have some more dental stuff. We have a toothbrush. We have another toothbrush. Let's see if we have any more toothpaste ads. Don't know. We got lots of cereal, lots of food ads in the 20s. Hygiene, well-being kind of stuff. All right, let's go to Dr. Weiss or Dr. Weiss or Dr. West. Never mind that. I thought it was Dr. Weiss. Dr. West's toothbrush. Look at this one. We go full color this time. There we go. Got the inside story with these stunning graphics of what happens when a toothbrush meets a set of teeth. One simple idea is changing the tooth cleaning habits of a nation. Wooden toothbrush, most likely. You see the prices, 50 cents. Now, there's an item that hasn't really been hit by inflation, right? How much is a generic toothbrush nowadays? $1 or $2? Like just a basic little toothbrush? Probably. Those go for money. Only online store, but no shows. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know. The The Whatnot thing is kind of passed me by as well. Sharing my royal stuff on Pinterest, hoping to get some eyeballs. Anniversary of Queen's death. Oh, yeah? Oh, now we're going for anniversaries. That's funny. Wow, I can't believe that's been a year already. That's shocking. All right, so there we go. Pretty, basic thing. Toothbrush. Let's fill out some specifics on this ad. We're going to stick with advertising and beauty. So all we have to do is change the brand, which is Dr. West. Everything else can stay the same. Makes for a very quick listing. Oop, I do have to change. I just noticed this. See my print ad category? I'm in the 30s because that was the last magazine. I got to change that to 20s. And I have to remember to go back and fix that last one we listed, put it back in the 20s. That's my own store categories, but I have it segregated because let's say I want to put a lot of ads up on sale and maybe I want to break it down to just the 40s ads, just the 20s ads. I could do that by having a segregated category for it. The inside story. Sometimes they give you the keywords right in the text of the ad. Toothbrush is part of dental goodie bag at cleanings. Oh, yeah? That's true. They give you a free one. Is anything $1 or $2? My last tube of toothpaste was $7. That is just ridiculous. Keyword dental. Biff says use dental. We put dental in there. Yep, good word. Absolutely. Thank you, Biff. Inside story. Your dentist stopped giving us those free goodies this year. Of course they did. Got to cut costs, you know. Did you at least get a thing of floss? For the love of God? I mean, what's the point of going to a dentist if you can't get something for free? Hey, Kelly, what's up? You have this ad up? Am I going to undercut you? No, man, I'm at my standard pricings. Welcome to the show, though. I appreciate you coming in. You have this ad up? That's cool. Did you pick it up from me on a Whatnot? Or did you have it on your own? Yeah, there really isn't. I don't need to. I used to try to get to the 80 characters when at all possible, and sometimes that's beneficial. Sometimes I'm going back towards that Mark SM postcards, excuse me, philosophy of just get some words and move on. You know, I think the photos are the bigger component of what makes a thing sell or not. Well, good luck. I hope you sell that ad too. All right, there's 2 down. See what's up next. Thanks again, everybody, for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up button, like button, whatever you want to call it. I would greatly appreciate that. Let YouTube know you're digging the content and you want to, maybe some other people will be turned on to it that aren't aware of the show yet. All right, so we have that dental. We have another prophylactic toothbrush. Heeding Biff's advice, we're going to throw the word dental in there. Of course, I can't spell or speak, apparently, because I say spell instead of speak. You're going to have to check out. No, $16.49 is the listing price. That's my standard listing price right now, Kelly. That changes up and down. It gives me wiggle room to put sales on and send out offers to watchers. Your dentist still gives out those if you ask. Oh, you got to ask for it in Canada. That's the key. Always sold in the yellow box. To be quite honest, folks, that's all we have to do. Always sold in yellow. Always sold in yellow box. And there's our title done. Just going to change the name here to Prophylactic, the brand, excuse me. There we go, done. That one's done. We'll blow it up just for fun. But really not much to talk about here. It's toothbrush in a yellow box. 8 reasons. Got the word dental courtesy of Biff Boffo. No problem, Kelly. I'm not out to undercut you or anybody, as you know. I do my own thing with print ads. I don't even look at comps. I don't care. I just want to sell them. They all cost the same to me, you know, a penny or two per ad. So I'm fine with it. And I play around with the pricing. But you can see, folks, hopefully there's really not that much to talk about here. Made in America by Americans. I like that. I like that. Made in American by Americans. All right. But this is how quick it can go. All right. So there's our two. Now I'm going to keep looking to see if we have any more dental care products here, because they are pretty common during this period. Fluoride had not yet been invented. Prove me wrong. Go to the Google. CJ, Kelly, even. Anybody wants to check that out? Of course, Queen of Canada. Fluoride? Was fluoride available? Fluoride toothpaste? I don't think so. In the 20s. I think that was a much more recent revelation. Could be wrong. All right, so I think that is it for the dental products, dental hygiene, toothbrushes, and the like. So let's move on to something else that's like a household item or a personal care item, because I think that's the category I have selected right now in my store. Instantly made a new simple method. We have lots of food. It's funny, as big as this is, it's still difficult for me to see, tragically. I can't see anymore. It's awful. We have shampoos. We have, let's go to a shampoo. Children's shampoo called Emulsified Coconut. Notice the spelling of coconut with the A included. Emulsified Coconut Oil Shampoo with a collage image of young kids, boys and girls, children's hair, how to keep children's hair soft, silky, bright, fresh looking, and luxuriant. Luxuriant as opposed to luxurious. Interesting. Let's list this one. I think I forgot to hit list it. 56. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I figured it was way after that. Thank you for the exact number. I appreciate it. All right, let's pull up the shampoo for the kids right here. Got a cool spelling of the word coconut. We'll bring it up again. Emulsified. Am I spelling that wrong too? For goodness sake. It's not like it. Coconut with an A, like cocoa. Children's shampoo. Okay, let's pull up the image again. This is the part of the show where we consult our fashionistas and we say, is there any like known, like, is that a bob haircut right there? Isn't that called the bob or something? Styles of hairdos. I often reference if I'm aware of what they are, just for the purpose of hopefully appealing to people that collect that kind of stuff. You know, that's probably a girl with the bangs too, which is crazy. It's a dapper looking gentleman with the little sailor suit kind of hat, kind of a shirt going. Coconut oil shampoo, rinse thoroughly. Anybody see any styles? These old brands are not very catchy with their names. Yeah, I know. Keeping it simple, Biff. You know what I mean? Coconut oil shampoo, plain and simple. But they do elaborate, you know, as far as this stuff, you know, how to keep children's hair soft and silky, bright, fresh looking, and luxuriant. But you're right. It's pretty bare bones as far as product names. Anybody have any idea about any of these hairstyles? Does anybody think that they might have an idea what they could be called? Oh, CJ, that's fine, man. No, that's okay. You'll be called upon again to serve. Trust me. You always do a great job. But yeah, 56 for the fluoride. Just looking for some hairdo. If anybody has a hairdo, isn't that called a bob? This girl right here. No idea, says Dawn Wright. Oh, well. I guess we're just going to, again, borrow from the keep hair. Some of the words they used. We'll use a couple of these adjectives. Soft and silky. How about that? If we could fit that. Soft. Silky. Bam. 79 characters. It's not a bob. A page boy. Silky soft. Very good. Maria, I agree with you. I put soft and silky, but same idea. Remembering this is just a series of keywords. It's not a sentence. It doesn't have to make sense. Page boy, says Beth. Does anybody think that that warrants inclusion in our title? Page boy. What's a bob? Why do I have the word bob in my head? All right, we're going to list this one. Oh, I do have to change the name, right? Emulsified. Is that a brand? That doesn't sound right. That's another thing you'll notice in these older ads. Sometimes you have to zoom way in at the bottom, like down here. You see it's actually R.L. Watkins Company. That's the Watkins. So that's the brand. Let's go Watkins, not Emulsified. Brand is Watkins. Age boy has bangs. That's the difference. Hey Tina, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's hard to type tonight, but lurking in the shadows and watching. Hopefully you're going to list as well, Tina. That's always the motivation here. I'm listing. Hang out, get some listings up. We could all do, I don't care how many listings we have live. Everybody could do for some more listings. What else are we doing on a Friday? Let's be honest. Let's get them up. All right, so we have our health and beauty aids is fine as far as category. But you see how I love to do, the same sort of stuff like this where we could just bang out a series of ads. We don't have to change much other than just a brand name. And again, when I'm not on a show, I'm doing 100 a day now these last few days. So it's just, bang, 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 very quick. Try to look for some obvious keywords and just move on and move on and move on. All right, so there we go. Like we got 4 done already, I think. Again, welcome aboard. Hey, how you doing, Mark? Welcome aboard, man. Great to have you. Hopefully you guys are listing out there. Or tempted to, at least at this point, when you watch somebody else list. That's how I get. If I watch somebody list, you start to get the sweaty palm thing going. You get psyched. You want to list. All right, there's the shampoo is done. Ma'am, so let's look for some more like home, like soap ads, anything like that. We have baking. We have a Victrola, which is really cool. We have lots of cooking, baking, cereal, soap. Yeah, let's go with some soap. Fells Naphtha, something you see for decades, this soap. Fells. My wife's grandmother, who is still doing very poorly, as we discussed earlier, but she's still hanging in there remarkably. I remember showing her some of these ads from the 20s, which she remembers. She's like, oh, yeah, Fells Naphtha was like the brand. I had never heard of it prior to doing these listings on print ads. It was so cool to show her stuff from when she was young. Very nice. Like she was alive in 1924, so she would know this stuff. Fells Naphtha vintage print ad. How much do you pay? What's the ad say? How much do you pay to get your clothes clean? So we know it's soap. And there is a soap category, which we'll move this ad to. Try to reach the appropriate eyes. Soap and detergent. So this will make us need to go in and change some of the stuff. I'm going to put from personal care to household items in my internal store category. Multicolor ad, original ad. It's Fells. APTHA. Print ad. God, I wish they would add print ad as a option. I don't have to keep typing it manually. US of A, 1924. There we go. That's how quick it is to get the specifics up. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. We're listing tonight. All right, let's pull up the full ad. We have mother, of course, tending to the laundry, as mother does. Hanging the clothes on the line, as mother also does in 1924. There we go. Let's get a full view of this one. Okay. The golden bar of Fells Naphtha has an added washing value that you cannot get from any other form. To save time, money, health, it's worthwhile to get this extra value. Of course it is. So we have mother. Oh, no, she's not on an outside line. She's on an inside line. Came to watch me work. Good. On work I am. So feel free to join or just hang out and watch. The golden bar with the clean naphtha odor. Real naphtha, you can tell by the smell. All right, so we're going to go housewife is a word I use all the time. Laundry, hanging, clothes, line. That's that one, everybody. We're not fooling around. Got to get me to my 6,000. For reference, when we closed the show out on Tuesday evening, I was at 55 and change. There's the Fells Naphtha. You're going to see that product all the time if you look at old magazines from the 20s and 30s. Fells Naphtha. All right, we have some more detergent slash soap, so let's do that so we don't have to change much. Fab. Was still around when I was a kid for sure. Fab detergent. Laundry detergent on this one. Nappy's nasty stuff smells like gasoline. Oh yeah, it's probably an oil derivative or something, right? Probably can't carcinogen. You know, all these things that we didn't know back in 1924. Let's just pretty this up a little. There's a little black showing on the scan. We do a little thing like that, and it's all gone. Tremendous update for those of you who have Windows, and I'm sure the vast majority of people, I know the vast majority of people have Windows operating system. I'm a big fan of Apple too, but they recently made an enhancement within the photo app. So like, let's show you right now. When I do my scanning of these ads, and I've been doing them like a fiend the last 3 days, every once in a while, it's slightly askew, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Here's an example. If you click this button, it used to give you a straightening option that was 1 to the right, 2 to the right, 3 to the right. They fine-tuned it incredibly. So you can grab this little slider and move it oh so gently to the left, to the right. It really makes a huge difference. This is a brand new enhancement that came about this week, which I absolutely love. So like if you see that it's like, let's just say when I scanned it, it was like that, a little bit off. You could fix it right here prior to listing it. Such a nice option. So kudos to Windows. Brand new update to just the Photos program on Windows. Really cool. And then you save it and it's done. But we're going to cancel because it's already pretty straight. Just wanted to show everybody, if you weren't aware, they snuck that in an update. It was eventually removed from the soap. Not surprising. I'm sure it was killing people. All that work to keep little Johnny healthy with his, you know, his sun lamps, which is another thing you see all the time about sun lamps, putting kids under sun lamps for good health, and eating all this oatmeal and stuff, and then they killing them with the Fells Naphtha soap. You have used it for months. Oh, that fine-tune option? Well, it just came up as an update for me, Mark, because I use the photo app every day. So it must have been, I'm on 10 still. Maybe it's a Windows 11 thing, but I'm still on Windows 10. I love Windows 10. All right, anyway, let's look at this ad, see what's going on. Looks like another couple of, let's see. Here we are. We're talking laundry, right? Cotton, the cloth testing machine. Got to put that in. Look at this fancy contraption, folks. The cloth testing machine. You never saw it. Yeah, it's probably, maybe it's built into Windows 11 and they rolled it out for 10. Yeah, you're on 11, Mark. That's why. Yeah, they just rolled it out to 10. It's a huge enhancement for me. It's funny. It's something I probably never mentioned on the show, but every day I complain about it. You know, I'm like, man, it was off. You know, now I think it's into quarters, let's say, instead of just going 1, 2, it's like 0.25, 0.50. Makes all the difference in the world when you want to really fine tune something that's just slightly off. That's why, yeah, it's a Windows 11 thing that they finally rolled to us. See, no reason to update. There you go. We have the cloth testing machine. That's got to be obviously mentioned. I mean, something as revolutionary as the cloth testing machine needs to be mentioned. 90-something years later, cloth testing machine. Housewives. Yep, it's the best, Mark. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, I'm on 10, Allie. All right, that's it for that one. Bam. Rocking and rolling. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in again. We'll be back on Monday. We're going to stick with the Monday, Friday thing. There was one exception, which is the 22nd of this month. No other exceptions for my concerts, but 22nd is my wife's birthday. So there's a high probability I won't be able to get on that night, but I might come on like midday. I know a lot of people can't get on midday, but anybody who's around midday Friday, maybe I'll pop on and we'll do a chat or we'll do some more listing. I got to get my 100 a day until they're gone. So by the 22nd, we'll still have listings to do. I promise you. We'll still have magazines. Housewives or scientists? Same thing, Biff. The housewives who happen to be scientists. Or scientists that happen to be housewives. All right, Fab is done. And do we have any more soap? We have Body by Fisher, which is an auto. That's a nice, by the way, Dawn Wright, Body by Fisher. Didn't you sell an ad for a lot of money with Body by Fisher? I seem to recall. I think we're going to jump into the wonderful world of cereal, breakfast cereal, and the like. I think we are. I think we're done with the soap. All right, let's go right to the Wheatina. Home Economist. That's right. See the little black? You know what? We're going to do a live version, folks, of the wonderful tool that Bill Gates and the boys have provided for us. See how this one, I don't know if you can tell, it's just ever so slightly to the right. If you go along this border, you see how it's not perfectly even? You click on this guy. You click down here. You go one thing to the left. Bam. Straight as an arrow, save. All fixed. Absolutely awesome. All right, so here's Wheatina, kind of like a Farina product for those who like. I used to love Farina when I was a kid. Wheatina, I guess, is basically the same thing. It's another great way to see if your ad is straight. Just blow it up like that and putting it against a straight service like my taskbar there. You can see it's actually still a little bit higher to the left. And since we have this incredible ability to fine tune now, one more to the left. There you go. Pretty dang perfect. All right, Wheatina, a fine cereal. Wheahtena, cereal. Have an ad for other cereals. Kellogg's has its own category, as does Post, but the rest of them just go in, and so does Quaker, goes into other advertisements. And now we change my store category, to food. Done. Wheatina is the brand. Let's use the miracle of copy and paste. They rolled that out also with Windows 10. Just kidding. Black and white. Brand is Wheatina. It's printed. First of A, 1924. Specifics complete. Back to Wheatina. And let's pull in the new revised image because we straightened it out. There we go. Nice and straight. Another very unflattering brand name. Wheatina. You don't like that name, Biff? Breakfast cereal. Tastes good. That's it on the box. Yeah, it looks like anybody a fan of the Little Rascals? Anybody remember the episode where they were talking about mush? Don't eat the mush. I think this is what they would call mush. Any like just ground wheat rice product for breakfast, hot with milk, oatmeal. They called it mush. You like the dishware. Very good point, by the way, Biff. And that's something that, again, I don't really know much about personally, but it's a great point because there are people could be attracted by the type of utensils, by the doily around the plate, by the style of dishware. There's people that know that stuff really well, obviously. And this is where I call upon my watchers. If anybody is aware of, oh, that's a Lennox piece, and I would absolutely make reference to that, seriously, if it was something that really appealed to people. You got the muffins in the background. That's a carb-rich breakfast. What did you say? Wheatina with muffins, some milk, and some sugar, I guess. Delicious breakfast dish. So with that said, does anybody know? Karen's saying lusterware. I will blindly trust you, Karen. Lusterware. Saucers, maybe I'll use the word saucer. Sound a little sophisticated. Milk. How's that? How about pink lusterware? Just how about the pink? No matter what the brand is, the fact that it's pink is kind of nice, isn't it? One's a fan of carbs. I am anti-carb, as we all know. Wheatina is still made. It's very much like Farina, isn't it, CJ? The pink is major. Got pink in there. Pink is a great keyword, Biff. All right. Home run again. Did we not spell cereal correctly? That's just awful. All right. Wheatina's in there. Done. I'm sure we have some more breakfast items to discuss in this selection of ads. I'm pretty sure we're going to have more cereal. So we'll leave the... Oh, I have cereal repeated twice. That was silly. I'm going to fix that later. I don't like to repeat the same word. I don't know if it has any negative impact, but it's a waste of precious characters, you know? So I try not to do that, despite what you just saw. No, we got to have some Quaker Oats. Every magazine in the 20s has a Quaker Oats ad. It's got to be here somewhere. Except today, right? No off days for him. There's some condensed milk. Do we not have any more cereal? Does anybody see some more cereal? We have baking. We have cookies. This is where... Oh, we have cream of wheat. Here we go. Of course, you got to get the energy to get going. Cream of wheat. Or as we say in Britain, wheat. Quick energy in morning. There's our title. It's cream of wheat. That's listed. Nothing to look at. It's a guy yawning. He needs energy, cream of wheat. This is how fast I usually list them. All right. Rocking and rolling. I think that might be it for the breakfast stuff. I'll check again. We definitely have more food. We'll stay in the food arena if it's okay with everybody. Got a $5 offer on a $15 postcard. Don't take it. Don't dumb down the entire industry, don't I? Please. We have some baking products. I guess we'll continue with the food, right? Let's go with... I don't remember what this is. I just want to pull it up to see what it is. Account of a sore throat. What is this? Little Johnny will be going to school because he has Listerine for halitosis. No, we're not going to go Listerine yet. We should have went with Listerine when we were in the dental world, but we didn't. So we'll go back to dental. That's almost block territory. Blue Label ketchup. Who remembers this fair product? That's an attractive looking ad. We'll take a look at this one. Blue Label ketchup. A pretty ad. Oh, and again, I'm looking. I think we got to use this amazing new tool for Windows 10 users. Straighten that guy out a little bit. That the best enhancement of all time. Delicious new tomato soup. Tomato soup made from ketchup? I'll pass. I guess theoretically, if you add hot water to ketchup, it could be tomato soup. Right, for a free recipe, I like to indicate when there's free giveaways or recipe books, and in this case, there is. Curtis Brothers, the makers of Blue Label. Anybody familiar with this label? This product. I am not. Got this fair maid out there about to pick the fresh tomatoes, fresh vine ripened tomatoes featured right here. Now that's a tomato right there. Look at the scale next to the kid's hand. That is a big old tomato. Exactly. There's a lot that predate Heinz. I'm sure Heinz was around already. I think they were before this, but yeah, Heinz wound up dominating the market. There were absolutely other brands of ketchup, Relish and the like. All right. With that said, let's find our category. Pickles and condiments. Ketchup being a condiment. Multicolor ad this time. Original. Blue. What is it called? Blue Label. US. Right ad. Yes, exactly. Depression because it was tough times. My grandmother, who passed in 1994, who is my dad's mother, birthed 15 children, raised 15 children, with my grandfather working 3 different jobs. Raised kids during the Great Depression and World War II. Had kids and raised kids during the Great Depression and World War II with 15 children. So I could tell you all sorts of recipes that she came up with that she told me that they used to do to make ends meet during, just unbelievably tough times. Because even the war, the depression ended, but then you had rationing and stuff. I remember her showing me, the ration books from World War II. She kept a lot of that stuff. Very, very cool. But what a woman, 15 children in the 30s and 40s. Good timing. But yeah, she used to tell me all about the different ways she would, spam. We've joked about spam on this channel before for those who have watched for a period. And she was the queen of spam. She used to have to make all types of recipes with spam to feed 15 kids every single day for decades. Incredible. Let's talk about the imagery here in this ad, because I just think it's an attractive looking ad. If anybody wants to, white picket fence. How is she supposed to know 15 would survive? Yeah, they all survived. No miscarriages or anything, thank God. My dad's number 9. He's, I think there's only 10 kids of the 15 left, but there's still 10. I guess you got to think of it that way. There's still 10. He's 80 and he's the 9th. So a lot of the older ones are in their 90s now. And the younger ones, the youngest one who sadly passed away from cancer about 2 years ago, my Aunt Patricia, was only like 6 or 7 years older than me. And she was the youngest baby. And the oldest one, my Aunt Loretta, who passed away about 5 years ago, who my wife and I used to visit all the time in Florida, was born in 1931. It does look like a watercolor, yes. I think white picket fence is an attractive and interesting keyword. But check out this recipe, folks. Ketchup with a quart of water or milk, flour, butter, and sugar. And it makes a soup. And this is not long, but 5, 6 years before the Depression. I just think it's an attractive looking ad. Anybody else feel that way? I think I'm going to put white picket fence and tomato vine. Tomato vines. You'd love to taste these old products. Yeah, Blue Label ketchup. All right, there's another one. We are really plowing through these ads tonight, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great weekend planned. I'll be sitting here listing 100 ads a day at a minimum until they're gone. My spreadsheet is only for the month of September, so we'll see how far we get by the end of September, but it's going to take months to do this. But it's time well spent. I just want to get them up so I don't have anything to complain about. I'm like, if I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 ads listed, I mean, come on. Something's got to sell, right? Because they do sell. They all sell. Just takes some time. So it's one of my theories. Obviously, the more you have up, the better opportunity to get a handful to 10 a day. Even I'd be thrilled with a 10 a day. We have cakes. We have walnuts. We have a bunch of baked stuff. Let's go condensed milk, shall we? Nurse Your Baby with Borden's Eagle brand. Another tried and true product that absolutely still exists. Eagle brand condensed. I have tons of these ads up for this product. Maria will work all weekend, but at least it's from home. You can list in downtime. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully it gets to a point for you, Maria, where you're listing and your eBay stuff, and if it's all eBay, I don't know if you do other platforms, but hopefully the scales will tip and you won't have to have a job. You could just do this. That's the goal, the dream. All right, Borden's Eagle brand. For those who believe it's baby's rights, Nurse Your Baby. I think I'm just going to put mother, baby, nursing. Call it a day. What else do you have to say? There is a dairy. There we go. Dairy advertising. We'll keep it in food because it's baby. Well, no, we're not. We're going to put it in beverage, I guess. No, we're going to keep it in food because you use condensed milk for baking too. Black and white. It's original, I tell you. It is Borden. Borden. Print ad. US of A, 1924. List. I hope everybody can see and hear clearly. That's always my goal. Please let me know if there's any issues so we could fix them. I have an issue-free stream here and just be productive. In your retirement plan, you're dreaming 10 years left to master it. There you go. We're going to stick with food. Dairy. Do we have any other dairy products? You guys can see the same thing I'm looking at. I don't think we have any more dairy. We're going to have to go to traditional food. Let's go with baking stuff. Baker's coconut. Southern style. See how that's spelt without the A. So you can tell this is sort of a transition where they changed the spelling of a word. I'm always intrigued by that. See how they dropped the A here, and then earlier in the other ad it had the A in there for cocoa. Baker's coconut. There's a baking category. There is. Baking. We'll change our brand to Baker's. And please, as always, if anybody has any questions or thoughts, just please feel free to hang them out in the chat below. I'm keep looking over just to see. Oh, date is 1924. What am I talking about? Nope, type of advertising. Print ad. It was put 1924, original US of A. Bam. Beautiful. Let's take a look at this one. Coconut butterscotch. Coconut meringue. So we have different pies. Do we have recipes? We do. We have recipes for all the aforementioned pies. So we're going to put in the word recipes. We're going to put pie, and we're going to put Southern style. Any objections? Didn't think so. I mean, it's just fills itself, right? Southern style pies, pie recipes. And that's it. So simple. If anybody's wondering, where does he get these remarkable old magazines from? Estate sales. All the magazines I've got are from estate sales, and the Life magazines, most of the Life magazines, at least my initial, it was from a Facebook Marketplace ad about 4 years ago now, 2019. They are out there, and they really are special. You don't see, turn of the century, teens and 20s magazines in great shape. They're all my magazines I've been very blessed with. Fantastic. I get the question all the time about, what do you do if you have like a nasty odor to the paper? What do you do? How do you, minimize that smell? And I've never had issues with that. What do you do if there's mold? I've never had issues with it. And if I ever came across it, I would simply discard it. I'm not going to list a piece of paper that has mold on it, certainly, or is, has any kind of, awful smell, moldy smell. It's just out. And I go to the next magazine. I don't even play around with it. Coconut butterscotch sounds amazing. Yeah. I'm surprised Dawn didn't chime in with it. Ooh, that sounds delicious. She must be doing something else. All right, we have sunshine fruitcake. It's great because we get to stay in baking, and we'll just change this to sunshine, and we won't have to change any other specifics. Let's take a look at this one. Look at this ornate tin. Isn't that nice? There's always time to maybe discuss like what kind of flower is that? What kind of vase is that? Is another recipe for orange sauce for those who, You didn't chime in on the food, Dawn. We thought you were going to say butterscotch. I love butterscotch. Here is our brand, Loose Wiles Biscuit Company, makers of Sunshine Biscuits. So I'm going to modify this. So I'll put that as my brand, Loose Wiles. How we spelled it? W-I-L-E-S. Yep, Loose Wiles Sunshine. Just on the off chance that somebody might actually search. And you can see, again, this is a little bit off, ever so slightly. So let's fix that. We have the ability to fix it. Let's fix it. We'll go to the straightener. Shimmy it over a little bit like that. Oh, sorry. I got to get used to which way that you go to the right to make the left move. Okay, there we go. Saved. Game-changing enhancement right here for us Windows end users. Loose Wiles Biscuit Company, recipes, fruitcake, 1 pounding fruitcakes. I'm just reading some of the text in the ad itself, looking for, especially packed for holidays. What month are we in? September? I forgot. Oh, no, November, right? All right, so we're going to do fruitcake, vintage print ad. Dawn enjoys butterscotch. I had a feeling you might. Orange sauce recipe. I think that's what was cited, right? Was it orange sauce? Yes, orange sauce. Look at the ingredients contained within a fruitcake, everybody. Tender leghorn citron, whatever that is. Candied pineapple and cherries, sure. Plump sultana. Raisins. I will tell you that raisins are all the rage turn of the century through the early 30s. Raisins are in everything. So many cakes, so many recipes call for raisins. Raisin ads are very popular in this period. You heard there's only like 10 fruitcakes in the world. They just get passed around every year. That's probably true. That's why they're like bricks. Choice almonds, pecans, walnuts, spices, and flavorings. I couldn't eat any of this because I am deathly allergic to nuts other than peanuts. You know, people have peanut allergies in recent times that put them in a grave. I can eat peanuts, and I do eat peanuts on a daily basis with no issue. But any other nut, I can't eat. Almost died when I was a child from cashews, I think it was. And the doctor told me you can't eat nuts. You're allergic. So I never did. But anyway, there's the ingredients. I just think that's a kind of cool looking tin. It's not like a Cleopatra. I don't even know what's going on there, but it's an interesting image. There's your fruitcake. You can have your fruitcake and eat it too. Let's pull in the new picture after I did the little revision. Anything else anybody wants to call attention to with the image that they think might be a good idea to put as far as a keyword? Let me know. Going once. Let me refresh something really quickly on my chat feed thing here. Okay, refresh. Beautiful. I ignored you, Dawn. I'm sorry. It's so tough because I'm looking at two different computers, not just screens, two different computers. Heard there's only one. Okay, we got CJ's comment. Egyptian revival tin. Yeah, was that Egyptian? I thought it had like a Cleopatra sort of thing going on. And there was a huge Egyptian craze in this in the whatchamacallit 20s. Do you not adjust your custom label for each print? No, my custom label is just driven by the magazine. Like I'll put, it's in one of the videos, Kelly. Let's say at this magazine, I think I got like 35 ads from it. My custom label, my SKU will just say, for Ladies Home Journal, LHJ 10. It's the 10th magazine, and all the ads go into that one. You know, the thing that I mailed you your ads in, the clear plastic thing. I put all 40 ads in the clear plastic. I put a label on it, LHJ 10, and that's where I go. Congratulations, Keith. That's really good to hear, man. I hope some rub, the good luck rubs my way as well. But congratulations, man. That's awesome. All right, that's it. The Egyptian thing is tempting, but I can't confirm or deny. I mean, why not use the word Egyptian when you can, right? There's no like penalty for doing so. Egyptian tin. Go with that. What the heck? Good call, Dawn. Right. Thank you. Yeah, man, that's great, Keith. I'm very, very happy for you. All right. Who's keeping track? We'll list on a lot of ads tonight. This is very productive. Good thing. I got lots to list, and they're all getting finished. And then I'll see exactly how many ads I really have, because I've been talking a big game as far as I have all these things, but I never really was able to quantify it, and now I'm going to do it. I'm not going to stop until it's done. I'll list other things, by the way, but I want to make sure I get my 100 a day every day. God forbid if my wife's grandma passes, that could be an exception. If a whole thing, the funeral, we have to go over that. That's an exception, but 99% of the time I should be free and able to list up a storm. All right. Any other food item? We got walnuts. Speaking of death, walnuts. Is that the only food left? That's shocking too. Right, let's go diamond walnuts. Still around too. Big blue bag. Diamond walnuts. I don't know if walnuts has its own category, but I think nuts and something. Nuts and candy. Yep, candy and nuts has its own category. Multicolor original diamond. Ad. Oh, are you still listing ads, or are you so focused on the postcards that you haven't done ads in a while? I know you got a bunch. This one too. I hate to be picky, but like when you have the tool to make it perfect or close to it, you might as well use it, right? Looks just slightly to the right, doesn't it? Up until this, when I tell you this is new, I think it was yesterday. Maybe Tuesday was the first day this rolled out, and it was an accident. I just pulled a picture up and I saw this screen. I'm like, what is this? Thrilled I saw it. Thrilled I saw it. What a difference, man. The level of detail you can look at that. It really makes it, I think it looks much sharper like that. Presentation's a big deal on eBay. Look at other people's print ads and how relatively terrible some of those images look. You've been buying ads, that will be your winter project. Oh, hey, cool. But you haven't listed it many? California's finest. Remember, no punctuation in the title. It doesn't recognize it. It's a pretty image. Roaring fireplace, candlestick, right? Let's try to evoke, looks like a cozy kind of, I was going to say like evoke like a winter scene or something, but you got a fireplace and a candlestick. Anybody? And then you have an artist signature, by the way. Rutan? 25,000 print ads ready to go and another 1,000 magazines. That is phenomenal, man. Winter project, huh? And you have 100 up. That's cool. Anybody know who the artist Rutan is? Rutan. Who wants to look that up for a prize, for a Crackerjack prize? See if it's worthy of inclusion. Some of these artists, and of course we have an offer again, a giveaway for recipes with walnuts. It's kind of nice too. But that is a cozy looking ad, isn't it? Look at that. Got to get the fireplace in there, right? Fireplace candlestick. Candlestick. What do you call the candle? Candle holder. Napa was a lot of walnuts until the vineyards came. Walnuts and prunes. Really? Vineyards. Candle holder. Is there a fancier word for candle holder than candle holder? But you know what? That's 80 characters, so away we go. Listed. I've used the same pricing on every ad tonight because I don't see anything that's worthy of a bump up yet. Feel free, like with any other product, if somebody's just getting into print ads, or even if you've been doing it for a while, not a bad practice to look for some comps if they're out there. But a lot of the stuff I have, there's not a whole bunch. I mean, it depends on the image, it depends on the year, and I just kind of make my own pricing up based on, you know, food ads and the novelty of the product. You know, if you find scarcer named, like that ketchup company from before, it's not Heinz. It's just the fact that it's not Heinz is interesting. Off-brand soda products that aren't as common as Coke and Pepsi and RC and 7-Up and Sprite. There was an interesting one I listed yesterday. I don't remember the name of it, actually. It was a 6-pack. It was from the 60s, like a citrus soda. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a 6-pack of that. I had never heard of the brand before, so I listed that for a little bit of a premium, just because I figured it was a novelty product that perhaps many like me haven't heard of it before. Maybe it wasn't around very long. I'll try to get that name to you guys later, but it was really cool. I had never seen that before. Any more food? No, I got to look below my camera. I think that's it for the food. Nope, I see delicious. Yet no trouble at all to fix. Let's see what this is. What's delicious? Oh, bouillon cube for soup. Let's see who the brand is. That's an interesting thing you don't see. Anybody a fan of bouillon cubes? On a cold winter's day, you drop a couple of bouillon cubes, which is mainly salt, by the way, and some boiling water. That's a yummy thing. Oh, this is not the right ad. Hold on. Delicious. Here we go. The brand is it Steero? Steero. Okay. Boulion. I don't know if that's the right spelling. Probably not. Sounds like a French word to me. Oh, Canada. Bouill. Bouillon. Soup. Takes several years to get through. You spent the last 6 months clearing out low value postcards, so you'll be splitting your listing of postcards in November. Very cool. Good plan. Fine tuning your collection, huh? Bouillon instantly made a new simple method. I wonder what flavor this is. Let's take a look. The wrapper of each cube. They still make these nowadays. They're actually really tasty. It's a great inclusion. I'm a cook too. It's a great thing to add a bouillon cube, a chicken flavored bouillon cube or a beef to a gravy. It just adds, it's a jolt of flavor. It's really good to add to gravies. It's good to add to anything you want to like spice up a little bit. It's a cool product. She's just drinking it a la a cup of tea. If you want to try Steero bouillon and flavoring cubes, you want to take you could send it away to Mrs. Jane Starr Grant on Water Street. I used to work on Water Street in New York City, 55 Water Street, the Chemical Bank building. What's up, Swan Picker? How you doing? Welcome to the show. We are listing print ads tonight, man. Pull up a chair and get to it. All right, I think that's pretty much it. So we're going to do soup. Let me get a category. That would probably help. We're going to put it in soup category, which there is one. Soup. Soup is good food, as they say, as the ad goes. Subject is soup. Absolutely. Original. See how it defaults to Campbell's. A rare case where it's not Campbell's or Lipton. Black and white ad. Typical of the 20s for sure. Print ad. (1924) magazine. It's called Steero, Steero, a brand I am not familiar with. Anybody know the history of Steero? Delicious. No trouble. Free booklet giveaway. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you checking it out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Don't play again till Saturday. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And then play the following Saturday and then the last Saturday, which is the 30th. So 3 straight Saturday shows. Well, one of them might be a Sunday. But no weekday interruptions. That's why we're going to stick to this schedule back onto the Monday and Friday shift here on my YouTube channel. Steero bouillon. All right, I think that's it for that. How much can you say about a little soup cube that hasn't been said before? We are down to a handful of ads. This was one of the more productive live shows, listing shows that I can remember. as far as, volume of listings. Very, very good. That's because I'm on a listing frenzy, I guess, here. So let's see if there's any other food. That was it, I think. Liquid wax. That's boring as all. Oh, no, we have the bakers, Unita, who is a predecessor or part of Nabisco. Bakers, which I know from doing multiple ads with this product. Nabisco. People would search for Nabisco, which actually stands for National Biscuit Company. If you don't know the brand, we have Knorr. Oh, yeah, Knorr, sure, absolutely. Knorr makes delicious soups and sauces and things like that. This isn't cereal, though. Biscuits, cookies. There we go. Cookies. Let's pull this guy up. Baked by Unita Bakers. Say, oh, there you go. There's Nabisco, National Biscuit Company, Nabisco. So it's basically just a manufacturer of tiny little crackers, biscuits, cookies. Finest creamery butter and selected eggs are used. The best imported Smyrna figs, molasses blended in our own molasses plant. Dawn, can I get a I love cookies? What's up, Popeye? Absolutely. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Welcome aboard, man. Happy Friday. We are listing print ads like crazy because we're going to get all our print ads up until they're done. 100 a day. This is day 3. Surpassed 100. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 100 ads, 120 some odd today. On a mission, depressed from Tuesday's results, talking about August. Decided I'm just going to list every print ad I have until they're done, which should be thousands of them. But welcome to the show, man. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good dinner, or maybe it's dinner time now. I'm not sure. I probably just put cookies, biscuits. I don't know if that little kid is like a mascot or something. That's funny. Look at Dawn with the jab. Yeah, that's a Canadian thing, John. You can't get past these Canadians, They pretend to be all goody two-shoes, and look what they do to you. Look what they do. The biscuit, cookies, biscuits. What else was mentioned in that? World's best. I think that was it, right? Biscuits and cookies. Was that the only 2 types of food products mentioned? Crackers, maybe they make. Now, I think that's more than enough words. I know, right? These bloody Canadians, man. Look at Canadians. Where's number 2? What's he doing that he can't be here tonight? Come on now. Haven't seen him in a while. Old Carl. What was for dinner, John? Did you eat already? Did you make anything delicious? Any barbecued products that I should be aware of that I would kill for right now? All right, there's the Unita Nabisco. Away it goes. I haven't talked to Popeye in a long time. He was due for some snog. Couldn't you at least ease into said snog? You got to give him a jab as soon as he walks in the door. That's not cool. Right. So I think that is our last food product. I keep saying that, but I'm pretty sure that really is it. So let us go now to, we have a couple of old record players, Victrola and Brunswick, legendary. Protect him against unseen image. This is a really attractive looking ad as well. Look at this. It's for Lysol. You're snarkless. Yeah, no reason to sink down to that level, John. You know what I mean? You have an image to maintain. Lysol, which during the COVID stuff, you tried to list anything that said Lysol on eBay, and it would zonk you out, even if it's a print ad, because there was Lysol shortages and all this nonsense. Remember those way back in those days? Clorox. I made a video about that. I tried to list a Clorox ad, and it got blocked because there was a Clorox shortage. I said it's a 1931 print ad. I'm not selling Clorox. 1924 print ad. Brand is Lysol. Leftover pizza. Oh man, I think leftover pizza is better than no pizza. All right, there are the specifics filled out. What is this? Get rid of this. But look at that angelic little drawing of a baby boy. Protect him from unseen enemies. Again, we got a free booklet. You got mother pouring the Lysol into a hot pail of water. She's going to mop the entire home. You drove 6 hours round trip today to a flea market in Central PA, and it sucked. That's awful, man. I'm sorry. You didn't get anything good at all? Again, a theme you'll see a lot in the 20s and early 30s is children's welfare, whether it's nutritional or cod liver oil. I listed a cod liver oil, which was all the rage for years, cod liver oil. So 1931. The sun lamp, which is just hysterical. How kids need sunshine even in the winter, so they have images of babies laying under a sun lamp because the vitamin D was supposed to be healthy. Baby boy, protect him from unseen enemies, domestic and foreign. Damn. Another self-explanatory one. Just get it up. Yeah, that's thanks to waste, take time away from your day, 6 hours of driving. You had to find something, though. If I know Popeye found something to sell, something to flip for profit. I can't see you just driving 6 hours and going back home. Your leftover pizza. All right. Lysol's done. What other antimicrobial products can we list? This one. What was this little one with little Johnny or whatever? This is some other health thing again. I can't remember what it was, though. Let's see. Listerine. Yeah, let's put up the Listerine. You see, even if you have a sore throat, all you got to do is take a swig of Listerine. Then you don't have to do that's the note that we're going to give the teacher to be off. But unfortunately, Johnny is screwed and has to go to school. You call them gobs. Listerine does not have its own category, I don't think. Health and beauty, that's fine. So it's safe to say Dawn likes gobs. Gobs and gobs. Personal care products. Black and white advertisement. There's a good portion of these have been tonight, but all things considering, when you 1924, there's plenty of color ads as well. Always a welcomed addition. This is a print ad. Voice of A, 1924, done. Schoolboy, sore throat. What was the other thing? Mark says they look yummy. Antiseptic. We got to put antiseptic in there, by the way. That's pretty much it. That's really all we need to see, right? So we'll just go Listerine antiseptic. Put it in the front. Spelling skills elude me this evening. Lots of multitasking going on when you do these things. Listerine, antiseptic, vinegar, schoolboy sore throat. There you go. I think that pretty much says it all too. It's another one done. Show me some sales. For the love of all that's holy. Did get a couple sales today. No print ads, ironically. No postcards, ironically. Other products. Actually, yes, I did sell a print ad to Switzerland. And there's issues involved with the shipping, which I'll have to take care of at some other point in the future. Just paid today. So one print ad sold, but no money's transacted yet. We have 2 record players. We have, this is an interesting one. Something I don't think I've ever listed before. Martex Turkish towels. Definitely my first time listing these guys. They aren't just limited chocolate. You bought some peanut butter, red velvet cake, lemon, raspberry, pumpkin, banana, and a few others. So was that worth the trip just for that stash of food you brought back? Look at this. Household decor. Well said. Household items in my internal store category. This is a multicolor ad. It's original. It is called what? Martex. On dying just a little bit inside. Just reading those descriptive flavors. Nice looking ad here too. And again, open for discussion as far as this is definitely not my fault. Oh, you got a Christmas tree. That's in the words. That's in the words. That's in the title. Usually I appeal to my fair watchers, like as far as like styles. Is that like a known pattern? Anybody know what that pattern means? Looks like Greek, the blue and white coloring. Every woman's a pro-freak gift. See, if you're ever not sure what to get your woman for a gift, the answer is clearly Martex Turkish towels. Oh, yeah, you have to find someone who sells them. They're popular here, too. We call them whoopie pies, but gobs is the same thing. Christmas tree gift for mom. It's a gift. Towels. Oh, we actually have bath mats. Let's see that. Mats. Washcloths, which isn't going to fit. Cloth. And interesting, unique product there, at least for me. Haven't come across that one. Your face disappeared? Oh, really? Did it, man? I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I see that. Sorry about that, everybody. Hang on. Let's see what's going on. I'm glad you can still hear me. That's a good thing. Oh, I know why. Because my battery died on my phone. Hang on. Let's plug that in. Try it again. Thank you for the heads up, Kelly. Appreciate it. That's never happened on the show. I usually have the charger on, the wire on. Well, anyway, that's the reason why. I'll be back in just a minute, but we could still do our listing. Let's go back to. All right, did we list this one already? I forgot. We'll hit submit, and if I did it already, it'll say it's a dupe. All right, there we go. Camera should be coming back on any minute. We're still on Do Not Disturb. Yep, duplicate listing. Isn't that a nice option? If anybody's ever done this or not seen it before, if you're not sure if you listed something, just hit submit again. And that's what happens. You get a little pop-up from eBay. back. Thanks again, Kelly, for that. All right. So anyway, yes, we listed this already. So let's get rid of that one. We'll finish off with the two that are the same, which is these two old record players, Victrolas. Here's one I have never seen either. It's a hosiery company called Alan A. Hosiery and underwear for him, for her, as appropriate as a mistletoe for Christmas. So we have a Christmas gift. Always got to put that in when we can. Alan A. Hosiery, Hosiery. Yes. Thank you, man. Yep. Thanks for the heads up. Stupid phone died. Alan A. Not for anybody familiar with this brand. Does this still exist? I couldn't tell you. Let's go to clothing. 1920 to 49. Perfect. Quite a large gap there, but they don't have it broken down by decades for whatever reason. 20 to 49. Almost 29 years. We'll go to clothing in my store category. Bam. Was this color? No, this is black and white. It's strange. This one says type of advertising, and print ad will be in this drop down. Why it's not on all of them, I don't know. Why it comes up once in a while, I don't know. Alan A. 1924. Show me some consistency. Probably order them online. Yeah, you probably can. Basically, we just have hosiery for him and her, so it means black socks, I guess, for a guy, and pantyhose for a girl. You got a Christmas gift. Let's throw in mistletoe for fun of it, because it's referenced, except I can't spell it. You require further research. Let's pull the right ad up. Under the mistletoe. That's a good word. Alan A. Hosiery. Kenosha, Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, they talk just like Mark in Chicago. Wisconsin. In Ontario, we have butter tart festivals. Those are some chubby. These shoes are being crucified. Look at what's going on here. That's just a drawing, but oofa. Just saying. Under the mistletoe, we're gonna put. That's good. What do you guys think? Done. We are winding down as far as available ads right now. I'm going to do some more after the show, but I passed my 100, so I've met my quota again for the third straight day. Now, 3 days is not a success make, but it's a start, right? It starts with one. So I'm proud of myself for doing the over 100, well, 100 each day at least for now the third straight day. So I have 320 more listings than I did Tuesday. All print ads. All right. We have two non-record play. Let's see what this one is. Wax or something. Johnson's Liquid Wax, another tried true product. Been around forever. Will be around forever. Does anybody ever wax their floors? Just curious. I can tell you the last time I waxed something. Now you got a can of Pledge that does kind of the same job, right? Liquid Wax. I know I have to put his furniture polish. Maid. And throw the maid in there, but I'll show you the picture. It's not soap and detergent. Why not? It's cleaning. I don't think the category police are going to get us. Household items. Old color original. Johnson's. Bad. Still in 1924. Let's pull this one up. I saw a maid, so I'm going to reference that. Got the maid doing the waxing. Got mother doing the table. So they're combining forces here to clean the house. It's an old time record player right there, as a matter of fact, Victrola or something. Something Choppy, Florida has a worm grunting festival. They probably do. So you go. You got your all that. Again, you can send away for stuff, but you got your wax. You got your waxer. You know, all the things you need to keep your home fine and dandy. Look at that. That's waxing under the rug. Got a candelabra there. It's a pleasant looking living room, wouldn't you say? The ideal furniture polish. So what did I put in? I put furniture polish. Let's put in ideal. Polish and a made living or dining room I'll put. Looks like a dining room. Look at that. There's our 80. Done. Nonsense. Oh, my back is killing me, folks. Still to get a new chair yet. Got to invest in a new chair. This thing is, it's been on its last legs for like a year. Last legs. I think we're down to what, 3 ads left or so? So we've listed like 20 some odd ads tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out, everybody. I've had a blast. All right, Body by Fisher, which is kind of a car interior thing. Automobile. Go on. I asked you before. I'm sorry if you wrote and I didn't see it, but didn't you sell a Body by Fisher ad for some good money a while back? The makers of like the upholstery and stuff inside cars. Yeah, that's 2 words I've never seen put together. I don't even know what grunting means. Grunting is a sound of a pig, I thought. Apparently I'm wrong. This is going to go on automobile. Print ad. Look at that. See, print ad comes up. Isn't that strange how sometimes it does? Rarely, but sometimes it does. Wish it was always come up. White, US. Model is NA because it's asking for a model of vehicle because I have it in automobile category, which really doesn't apply. Same thing, make does not apply. They were used primarily in General Motors vehicles, I believe. You sold 11 or 12 Body by Fisher ads to one person about a year ago. Wow. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Welcome aboard, man. Great to have you. We are winding down from a marathon listing session. I think we've got about 20 ads in the bank already from 6 to now it's 20 to 8. So an hour and 40 minutes. That's good work. Very elegant looking. We'll come up with some words to describe this. That's their little like insignia. Obviously, the characteristics and qualities of Fisher bodies differ according to the price class of the car. Regardless of price, Fisher can and does build superior value in all details. Production in all classes is enormous. Herein is the source of the pride and satisfaction. All right, so they just build the world's greatest interior stuff. Here's another artist signature, something Barkley, Maitland, Barkley. Awesome, Michael. Very cool, man. Yeah, if you feel like watching from the beginning when the show's over, feel free, go back to the beginning. But let me just give you the Cliff Note version. I've been listing 100 ads a day, every day since every day. It's only the 3rd day. Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday. My mission is to just do at least 100 every single day until all the magazines are done. Even that has a caveat. There's still going to be fragments of magazines that I don't get to, but we have a system with that too, like the bits and pieces where we still might be able to get little ones. We have them in a separate bag, sort of. So I want to get all the full magazines that I haven't done anything with yet, and there's still hundreds of them up and listed. 100 a day, at least 100 every day. Not magazines, 100 ads every day. But there's an artist. Got to go. Great listing show. Have a good weekend. You too, Karen. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you get tons of sales. Hope the sun shines upon you and all those you love. So what's going on here? I don't know what this has to do with car interiors. This is just maybe that's the maker of this company. Maybe that's Mr. Fisher. I don't know. But I will just put car classes. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you haven't had a chance yet to hit the like button, please do. Greatly appreciate it. Was that on a brand? No, we're just going to do that. Okay, that's done. I would normally put that up a little more, but I'm feeling generous. I just want to get rid of stuff tonight. I really do. I want to get rid of some ads, sell some ads, make some money. All right, and I think that leaves us with final two, which are like products companies. We'll start with the first one, Brunswick. No, not the bowling ball. This is really beautiful. And Dawn, you were listening to all the 20s music and everything. This is probably what it would have been played on. Again, a little trim in action just to make it look neat. Okay, let's pull up the Brunswick. We'll see what it's called exactly. You have the Brunswick Radiola 360 and 160. Supreme, they're calling it, isn't it cool? They call them musical instruments. The Brunswick phonograph alone without radio, and the Brunswick Radiola, which is a phonograph and radio. Radio in 1924, state-of-the-art technology. So as you can see, here's the little diagram of the inside. So you got record player, you got a radio. This is quite the gadget back then. Quite the gadget. Sometimes they have pricing on this. It's remarkable how expensive, like any new technology usually is, as low as $190. CJ, $190 in 1924, at least 10 times that, right? For basically a radio and a record player. Now, granted, they were beautifully made. They were obviously pieces of furniture, very elegant. There's two different styles. So now we know the Radiola includes the radio, and then they have a standalone phonograph. Love these things. If you go to YouTube, you could see some videos of people that restore these things. You can see them in their splendor, old radios and stuff. Really interesting. Brunswick. We're going to put radio, phonograph. So we hit both the radio or a phonograph thing. We'll put it in radio for now. There's a radio category and a phonograph category. Put this in. I have a radio internal one too. Radios. Yeah, the artwork, not the artwork, but the woodwork is beautiful. Type of advertising, print ad. Why can't that always be there? 1924. Brunswick. Who is the most remarkable? Musical instruments. We'll use that. Lovely ad. 119. Oh, Dawn chiming in. Almost $3,400 for this thing. So thank you very much, Dawn. So that was a premium, still is. That's a premium piece of technology. Again, state of the art. Radio was new, and the novelty of having a record player that also has a radio must have been pretty huge back then. Thank you for that, Dawn. In fact, this one gets the little uptick to the $20 range. Attractive looking thing. Just like we go ahead 20 years from this, early television sets, really early TV ads, I priced at a premium too. I have a nice TV ad. You know, John taught us about TV on and postcards as a keyword, things that people collect. Well, this television ad had obviously black and white, 1948 or 49, very early, had Joe Louis, the legendary boxer, in the TV screen. So it was kind of like a TV on kind of thing too. And I think I mentioned that in the description of that ad. That's a big, have Joe Louis fighting on a 1948 television is a kind of nice thing. Not something you see every day. And then finally, everybody, we're going to go with the old Victrola. Turn up the old Victrola, because tonight, it's all the way. Donna Summer on the radio. There's Lori. Lori knows that. And the cool thing about this is we have the legendary Will Rogers featured in this one. I don't know if this is just a radio. Let's see if this is a radio or a record player. Talking Machine Company. It's so cool. We'll go Victoria. No, not Victoria. Victrola. radio. But Will Rogers. Will Rogers is a very famous performer from the 20s. Died in a plane crash, I believe. In fact, I know he died in a plane crash. I'm just going to change this to Victrola. Most popular personalities of the Roaring 20s. The other people, no idea who they are. But we'll take a look at them because it's about time we learn who these people are 99 years later. There you go, Will Rogers. I'm sure everybody knows that face. His master's voice, the legendary, iconic trademark. Victrola, Victor Talking Machine of Canada. Of Canada. Another lovely piece. Look at this, $340, folks. So you're talking like $7,000 for this thing. This one, a measly 150. It's a wind-up record. So nice. I love this stuff. And look at this. They even have records for sale. 75 cents a piece. 78s, obviously, back then. Were all the rage. Foxtrots. I sell 78s all the time. Rhapsody in Blue, legendary song. Joe Louis. Joe Louis in Canada. Well, Joe pronounced it Louis. How beautiful is this? Mahogany, oak, walnut. But this one, that's the mother load right there. That's a $8,000 little record player. You could use your Johnson's wax on that guy. So Will Rogers nominates Henry Ford for president. That's funny. There's a whole record. He was like a comedian, social commentator of the time, general wise guy, performer. Look him up, Joe Louis. Go to Wikipedia and look up, not Joe Louis. Look up Will Rogers. Will Rogers. Phonograph 78 records. Oh, we forgot to look at the other artists on here. Let's just take a look. It was some kind of sister singing team. The Duncan sisters, of course. And Paul Whiteman, Victor artist. He looks like a... Who do we think that is? I know, right? Wonder what... I was saying, Jim, look at... There's many... Excuse me, I think I just hit the microphone thing. There's lots of YouTube channels that I find myself watching with stuff like that. Restored old Victrolas, old radios, old stereos, from way back all the way like into the 40s and the 50s, and very cool stuff. You could watch them, and they even kind of show like how the record would sound. They put like a 78 on there. Hey, Lori, there she is. I knew you'd be here. So you can hit the like. Thank you, Lori. And this is, look at all the different records that they reference for 75 cents. This one's $1.50, Rhapsody in Blue. Dawn, did you hear Rhapsody in Blue? Double face, which means a single. There's, A side and B side. Baby Sister Blues. Something wholesome and distinctly American about Will Rogers and the homely philosophy for which he has become famous. Awesome. Oh my goodness, everybody. Well, thank you so much. It is 7:50. We're done listing. So let me just list it. And then we'll take a look back. I'll get out of this shared screen environment in just a second. Let me make sure I can save this first so I don't lose all my information. Save as draft. I'll save for later, excuse me. Go back to, get out of this. Go to this. Hey, everybody. Hope you had fun. I had fun. The dreaded black thing is back. The black line. It's because I didn't zoom in all the way. We could fix that. No, we can't. It's too late to fix that. Hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I got to get used to looking at my camera straight on. Thanks to everybody for all your contributions on the show tonight. I hope you had a lot of fun. I certainly did. Have a great weekend. Have a lot of sales. And I will see you on Monday night. We'll do a chat show on Monday night. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in.